So tonight we're hosting our third conversations out of 4. And we are committed to these conversations because at UCT, we believe that science must serve society. And so these conversations go beyond the scholarship. They are looking at bringing insights in solving real-life challenges. And tonight we heard from some of our panelists talking about how the 3 mega trends of demographic shifts, climate disruptions, and rapid technological changes have started reshaping the global agenda.
The conversation is extremely well timed. It's entitled Remaking the Global Rules, which is kind of rather polite. I think the global rules are being broken as we sit here and speak. So the question is, what stake does Africa have in that? How do we articulate our interests, and how do we assert our rights? So it's a really critical moment for leadership on the continent. The moment in history is that the global rules of the game are being broken, and we have to now fix them, but in a way that doesn't replace the new with the old, but creates a real new. I really like the way that the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa frames this as a just and sustainable transition.
This is the time for Africa to demonstrate its agency. Disruption is now a job description. It's not something that is passing. It's something that we have to live with. We are going to be in turbulence most of the times. Stability is going to come as something exceptional, not the norm. We have the institutional frames that we are used to that are not helping us liberate the potential, particularly with the young population. When you have a young population, you have also the opportunities to embrace tech in a way that is very encompassing. And therefore, we have to prepare this new generation to do things in a tangible way that are going to modify their lives by adopting technology in a way that is going to also be very much consumer-based, and it's very much going to change the nature of distribution of wealth as we know it right now in the world.
We know that today in South Africa, we are producing 18% of students with STEM skills. In sub-Saharan Africa, when we look at people in terms of access to people that have access to jobs that require STEM subjects, that number is reduced. It goes down to around 5%. And so we need to ensure, if we want to be part of the rest of the world, as we are focusing on AI, on technology, which encompasses all sectors, that our youth are focused, our youth need to make sure that they are focused on education, continuous education, and that they are continuously curious about finding new solutions to the many issues that we continuously find as being problems in the world.
Tonight's theme is urgent and timely because we can no longer afford to have Africa as a rule taker in global governance, particularly in this moment where we have multilateralism weakening. And so it is important that we start shifting from the margins to the center of the discussions and influencing the developments of the global frameworks so that the future frameworks that are being developed are no longer sidelining Africa. And so the panelists today were looking and reflecting on ways in which Africa can contribute in the development of these frameworks.
Research and analysis and foresight is critical, particularly in this age, an age of distrust, of disinformation, of fake news. And so the role that good data, good analysis, good research plays is critical for good policy making, good decision making, and good governance. Africa, through its universities, has to be a leading player in generating its own good data if it is to be a wise and smart steward of the future.
We need to ensure that we are continuously engaging with universities and ensuring that we are finding our solutions in those engagements. Because when we look at all of the problems that confront us, we need to ensure that our academia is there, our business people are there, and our governments are there working together to find solutions for our future.
And so for young people, we are reminding them and encouraging them that They are the future of the continent, and so they need to be active in co-creating the future that they want.